Hello, viewer, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of whatever the hell this is on the Haunted Honeymooners platform. That's right, this is a generic parental advisory for all of our shows, so I don't have to make these for individual shows anymore. So this could be Talking Scared, Frighteningly Metal. Hell, maybe Nick has hijacked it for science behind the scare, or Sue's for creepy transformations. But this is a generic parental advisory that sometimes the stuff that you might see on any of those programs can sometimes be a little questionable. So, you've been warned, and, use your own judgment. Sometimes we say dirty words, and other stuff like that. It's not too bad, but you never know, so consider yourself warned. Also, the views and opinions of the guests that are on these shows, well, that's theirs. That's their views and opinions, and not necessarily ours. So, take it all with a grain of salt. But most importantly, have a great time. Enjoy the show. Hang out for the whole show. Don't leave in the middle of it. Don't be a silly goose like that. Because you've been warned. You know what you're stepping into and you're ready to be here. So again, welcome to another Haunted Honeymooners production of whatever the hell this is.
What the heck are you waiting for, buds? I've been here all by...
behalf of the Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse and everybody else involved, thank you so much. It's an absolute honor. Super freaking cool, man!
Campers, it's me, Ari Lima, the first Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, and you're watching Talking Scared.
Not only are you watching Talking Scared this evening, you are watching the season finale. That means it's the last one.
And I'm certain you have already noticed, because our light really fucking lit them up. All the awards we wanted to have on display.
Yes.
To show everybody from last year going into this upcoming season, everybody will be receiving their award.
Yep, and then we're fucking done with them. We don't care about them anymore after this. We're going to give them these, and then that's it. No, that's not true at all, man. We love our award recipients, and just a little display. We're going to go pass these out this year, and then, of course,
Hello,
excuse me,
Darlin.
as you all know, later on this year, we'll have fresh award recipients. But very cool, very cool. We're excited to be able to do that. Excited for the season finale. We have a ton of stuff to go over tonight. A ton of guests.
It's going to be a long one. Go get some drinks, grab a popcorn. We've got a couple different videos, and you can go and play them back if you need to. If you need to tinkle, try to hold in between the interviews.
Yeah, very much so. We got some very, very cool interviews tonight. We're going to kick things off with Darlin and Tankerz here in just a few minutes. Very excited to hear what they got going on this year, as well as a little special surprise for them, as well for you.
Now, Darlin and us go way back, and we absolutely love our Darlin.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to be able to do this with Darlin and Tanker's first time being in the state that they're in now. And it's pretty cool. And I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm excited to see them hunting together this year.
Who knows? Maybe we'll like Tankerz by the end of the show. You know? I don't know yet. I mean, it's still up for debate. We'll see. We'll see. But the night is young. The night is young. But the very first thing we want to talk about before we have our guests on, couple of things that we're going to go over. Number one, haunt season is approaching. And I would like to just throw out a little friendly reminder to keep your best manners about you this year. I know I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, but regretfully, some of us showed our ass a little bit last haunt season, and I'd like to think that as a community we're a little better than that. So
just
keep in mind these actors and actresses, a lot of times very young people, a lot of times that are doing this, they're most of the time doing this absolutely free or for very, very minimal pay. They're taking time out of their lives, taking days off of their body, and all of that other fun stuff to put on a good show for you. So please keep that in mind.
Respect what you're going for. Respect what the people are doing. And if you can't handle that, don't go.
Respect the haunts. Don't be breaking stuff. Don't think you're
being Billy Badass.
You're some type of badass. Yeah, exactly. Don't be Billy Badass or nothing like that. No one's impressed because you punched a robot in the face. Okay? okay? So calm your nuts and have some fun this year. It's going to be a really cool haunt season. I'm excited. Finally, COVID-21 seems to be COVID-19, COVID-21. I'm wishing new shit on us now. Jesus Christ. COVID-19
You're gonna get the blame now if some shit like that comes out.
But unless some dumb, that shit's very much in the past. I think we have a killer haunt season in front of us. Let's embrace it. Let's get out there. Let's get our spooky on. Let's have some fun this year, and let's act like we fucking been there before, folks. Because we know we have, and it's going to be an amazing season. All right. So just a couple things to keep in mind. I'll hop off my soapbox and talk about some exciting news.
Don't make the minister pop back out again this year.
God, man, I don't want to dust that old fucker off. But anyways, let's talk about some other exciting news. A brand new pairing has occurred in the world of haunted honeymooners. We announced it last week, but just a friendly reminder for you in case you missed it last week, we got some new friends out there. All right, so as we announced last week, brand new partnership with the Scare Factor. I think maybe
I like it. It's like old school fighter music.
Nora had some incredible timing. I think her ears must have been burning or something.
Right?
She popped up right in the nick of time. Very excited about this. We're not gonna beat a dead horse and talk about this all over again. But basically, we're going to start doing a few things with Scare Factor here in the future. You're going to see some more.
This season, a lot of bit out of season, a lot of bit next season.
Yeah, this season you're probably not going to see much of anything. Although we do have a couple plans in the work. Because if you saw their haunt tour list that they've got going on, where they're planning on heading, there's definitely some pretty easy to spot times that we're definitely going to be together. Looking at some other stuff in the near future. After this haunt season, some real cool paranormal stuff where Tyler and I are going to prove to Nora and Trish that ghosts are not real.
You're not.
We are.
You're not.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it for sure.
I'm bringing the smudge stones. We're good.
But we got some really cool stuff that we're excited about. Very excited to be working with them and doing some cool stuff in the future. And one more announcement, and then we are going to jump into this thing. But I am not only excited, I am proud as shit about this one.
Yes.
I am. And not just for Olivia. I'm proud of Olivia's dad too, man. I am excited about this. So
we've been on like this amazing journey with them for 3 years now?
Yeah, it'll be 3 years this year. This will be the third time doing some haunts with them. The first year they braved Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, took that bad boy on head on, and other than some clowns, I think, making her run for her life at one point, she handled it like an absolute boss. She did really well. I think her dad was more scared than what she was going through it. So next year she came back to us and said, hey, I want to do more. So we went and we got to check out Wells Township, Infernum in Terror, and Moundsville up in Moundsville. Sorry, just completely where's it at? Where is it? Moundsville? Is it Moundsville? Okay, so moving forward, it's going to be a great show tonight. There's so much going on. I'm going to fuck it up for sure, I promise.
Long story short, she's been a great part of every year with us. We've loved being able to do this, and we're so excited to be able to move it on up and do an immersive with her.
I love that you knew you needed to take over for a second.
I got you.
That was good.
He had mush mouth. It had to happen.
There was something going on there. I don't know, man. My
fine.
tongue was getting ahead of my brain. But anyways,
let's go get our peeps.
No, we're very excited. Let's talk about what she's going to do real quick, because she is taking on the
true.
Red Band Bracelet Challenge.
In
her
style.
And her father. And what we are going to do is, so we know that Olivia's done many beauty pageants. She is an absolute beautiful girl. And we are going to make sure that she is dolled up and pageant ready. As beautiful as we can possibly get her. And then with proper footwear, of course. And then we are going to turn her over to James Gregory and crew. And All Hallows Eve is going to do what All Hallows Eve does. and does very well. We're excited to see it for ourselves this year. Trish is going to go through that journey with her.
I am.
We're going to make sure Trish is all dolled up and beautified.
And I don't ever get to do this. I'm kind of excited.
Yep, I do believe.
I'm usually the one that's filming.
I believe Suze is also going to take this journey with them as well. So they got reinforcements, as well as Olivia's dad, who I can tell you already will for sure be a target. I know they're going to come after Olivia's dad hard. Just know. I'm sorry. It's going to happen, man. Brace yourselves. But very excited. And at the end of it, when she finally gets through what could be an hour-plus long experience of some of the most brutal haunted house experience she's ever had in her entire life.
If you want a sneak peek, you can go and check out on our page. There's video of him going through last year.
Yep. There's coverage from the media day this year.
You can get an idea. Yeah.
Over on the Scare Factor, you can check it out. It's over on our page too. If you want to get a little sneak peek. We're obviously going to record the whole thing.
On Scare Factor.
We're going to record the whole thing, and we'll be bringing it all to you and showing you all her experience. They are already talking shit. I love it. We've already got some All Hallows Eve out there talking some shit. So get ready. They're going to give you a hell of a show. You're going to love it. But it's going to be unlike anything you've ever experienced in your whole life. And at the end of it, you're going to get those shirts for sure. Honorary members of the Haunted Honeymooners crew at the end of this. For sure. But I think that's it. I think that is that's all we got for now. You know how this thing works. We're going to play a couple of videos, and we are going to jump into this thing. Welcome.
It's time to go get Darlin.
It is, man. Welcome to the season finale. Thank you all so much. 4 fucking seasons, well over 100 episodes.
Love you guys.
Thank you all so much for making this worth it. Tuning in week after week, being there and supporting. Make sure you continue to support. Slap that share button right now. Click that like button. Send all the hearts up. We're going to go get Darlin and Tankerz. We'll be right back with you here very, very shortly. Season finale. It's happening right now. Talking Scared. Love this shit.
Hi, I'm Damien from 12 Ball Manor, and you're watching Talking Scared. I'm Bobo the Clown, not from Fearplex, and you're watching Talking Scared.
That was Bobo the Clown from Fearplex. That's Darlin. That's Tankerz. Welcome to the show this evening. Guys, how on earth are you doing tonight?
Okay, I guess.
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're
doing
good. We're good. I'm concerned, Darlin. Just okay, sweetheart. Tell me what bothers you this evening. Unburden your soul.
Well, Tankerz farts a lot.
Tankerz.
That is
what she feeds me.
It's not my fault.
I mean, that's kind of fair, though.
I do think that is fair. And in Tankerz' defense, we should hear. So what is this show is going to go right off course immediately. I love it.
It's perfect.
Just sidetracked right away. What is dinner in the Darlin Tankerz household? What is your absolute beautiful dish that causes these flagellants problems that you seem to be experiencing?
Everything.
Everything?
Yeah, pretty much. It's not used to the food here yet.
That's fair.
That is very
That's fair.
fair. Now, to be fair about that, I only grew up 2 hours south of where I am now, and I never ate half the shit I eat now, so I get you.
Tankerz, truth
It's a
be
whole
told,
new experience.
It was.
truth be told, she farts a lot too. I'll just go ahead and be honest
I'm
about
still
it.
not used to it.
It's not really. It's not even me. It's definitely a her thing. So I don't know. Maybe we have these relationships mixed up. Maybe Trish should go with Tankerz. Darlin can come with me. That way, Darlin and I can live our lives fart free.
Now, we can't be stinking up the whole house. That's combustible. That's why we got to mix and mingle.
All right, let's move on. Goodness gracious, what a shitty episode already. And other clever poop puns and everything else.
Done.
All right. So welcome to the show,
Welcome to
guys.
the finale.
Tankerz, this is our first time getting to know you on a one-on-one basis like this, man. So let's start there. I mean, it's usually ladies first, but I have no manners whatsoever. So Tankerz, man, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Let's see.
It
This
is
will be
fun.
my first year in the Kentucky region. Well, tri-state region, because we're literally on the border of 3 states. I have been a haunt actor since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, about 5 years old. So I've been learned in the ways of like Texas and Louisiana and stuff of that down there. I know it's going to be a whole new ball game this year. I got to see what I can get away with and what I can't do. So that's going to be a fun learning experience.
Yeah.
I think the good thing is you got a good home for that, too.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a great place. That is one of my favorites. I absolutely love this place to death. And we're actually, if it's okay with everybody, Darlin, this is your home. I actually have some footage of your house.
Of my house?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and like all of your friends and family and stuff. They actually,
Well,
I went to your house one night, and I went through it.
There's a lot of freaks.
I remember. I was a lot younger then, but I remember.
Yeah. Well, would it be okay if maybe we showed everybody and Tankerz inside of your lovely home? It was very clean that day.
Yeah, I think you should do it. You should totally do it.
All right. So this is Fallsburg Fearplex. If you've been watching this for a while, you've already seen the inside of Darlin's home, but we're going to take you inside. And Darlin, Tankerz, if you want to, feel free to add anything during this little tour. Feel free.
Tell us about the special things you do there.
Or just kick back, relax, and enjoy the screams. Because here we go. Inside Darlin's home, Fallsburg Haunted House. Here we go.
Popcorn! Come and get your popcorn!
Darlin looks concerned.
That room was redid. I got to see it this year. I think you're going to be really happy with some of the changes because they said they were changes.
Very cool.
It's my first time seeing it, but some of them are really damn cool.
Very cool.
I'm
Very cool.
excited. They were telling us little sneak tidbits of what they was hoping to accomplish this year, and it sounded fucking fantastic.
I'm excited. It's gonna be great. It looks amazing.
Happy Arnett? Yeah! We're gonna do Haunted Honeymoon or Cribs. I like it.
We can do it. We can do Haunted Honeymooners Cribs. I dig it.
Yes.
I dig it.
I love the 3D. 3D is one of my favorites. I love 3D.
Oh,
And
no.
your
They told
house,
you
your
things.
house has a very, very well done 3D area. I love
It does.
Appalachian 3D.
Yeah.
Although this is like the tame part of things. Everything gets so much more violent soon. Did you see her eyes light
Yeah.
up? I love it.
Because everybody loves violence.
Of course.
Oh God, we're gonna get pinged over the fucking music.
Probably.
We did last time, didn't we?
No.
I thought we did
Zuckerberg.
last time.
The most violent haunted house, I think, in our area. I love it so much. He says Tame parts and things as he actively gets scared in camp.
I know you're gonna get scared.
But it was fair. It was a fair statement.
Oh, that was him? Oh.
That's the bunny.
Shit.
This is the old house.
Here I am just giving away that I do apparently get scared all the time.
You do.
He gets scared. Don't let him flee. He gets
Oh God, yeah, I remember that part. That was an amazing scene. I love that. That was so cool.
Breathe in, out, in, out. That's a good cut.
I
Everybody is
love
always
Darlin's
screaming.
face right now.
He was so excited to get the scare. He was so pumped for that.
Oh, there you go. You got it good for him. You met him too, didn't you?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. He was one of the ones we had the privilege of talking to that night, as well as many others. Man, that was such an amazing experience. So let's just pause for a second, Darlin. I'm gonna turn it over to you for a moment. Talk about your home. Talk about Fallsburg Fearplex, Fallsburg Haunted House, whatever you want to call it. Entice somebody that's maybe unsure if they're ready to sit down and partake in dinner with you and Tankerz and the rest of the crew. Tell us about Fallsburg.
Well, Fallsburg Haunted House was started in 1987 by the current owner, Brian's mother, for the PTA there. 2011, they went commercial, and, you know, it was kind of like lightning in a jar. It just went crazy after that. This season, they worked really hard from November till, probably a couple of days before we even opened, which we opened September the 16th. You can buy tickets online, you can buy tickets in person, but Tankerz, I'm trying to talk. I'm trying. Anyway, I got rudely interrupted. You see what I had to deal with? You see?
I see.
He made the demon clown come back out.
He did. That's.
Anyway, they worked really hard to, kind of amp up some of the scares, that kind of thing. It's going to be a lot different this season. And I can't wait for you guys to see it. I can't wait for anybody who's watching to come see it. It's really, really good this season. They've really done a lot of hard work in there.
Very cool. Very cool. And we are
We're always itching to go.
stoked to see it. We love Fallsburg. It's
a little bit of a tidbit. Every year for our anniversary, there's not a lot of places that are open on actual Halloween. One of our favorite places to go, and we've went for anniversary for 3 years in a row now, has been Fallsburg.
Yep, that's where we try and go for the anniversary every single time. So, but Darlin, I have another question for you. I know that you know for sure that we do this fan voted haunt actor or actress of the year each year. If memory serves me right, I think you have some history with such a thing. And I want to give everybody out there that's watching, that's maybe trying to grab one of these awards this year, the best possible opportunity I can to give them a clean swipe at it. So if you could give anybody a little bit of advice approaching this haunt season on what someone needs to bring to achieve that type of level and snag up an award like that, what would your advice be to them, Darlin?
just find your character, put a lot of yourself in your character, come up with a backstory, relate to it. And just be yourself. Don't try to go out being somebody different or somebody that's not you. Put yourself into it and just enjoy what you're doing.
Very cool.
I like it.
Very cool. I like it. Simple and perfect and very, very well done. So, Tankerz, man, you have a whole new world in front of you right now. A whole new set of victims to play with. A whole new area to play with said victims in. What are some of the things that you are most excited about approaching haunt season right now?
Interacting with a whole different dynamic of crowd from I'm used to when I went through Fallsburg during the hiring event, they let me go through and look around a bit. And the biggest thing I'm excited for is the line setup. I have never seen the line setup like that where it's inside the haunt.
Yeah.
Hairball. Anyways, the biggest factor is it's a large haunt. It is a very big haunt. I was not expecting that from the pull up to it. I was like, oh, it's just a building. And it's like, no, we're walking. I was like, where are we walking? To Narnia. But it is a pretty big haunt. And I'm excited to actually be in character and play around in it too.
Very cool. Very cool.
The biggest factor I got to get used to is learning where I'm supposed to go. I'm going to get lost a few times. But other than that,
well, it's freaking huge, so that's
it's easy to get lost. It's easy to get lost. Now, number one, you don't have to answer this question if you're not allowed to, or you flat out don't want to, and maybe you can just message me later if it's one of those situations, and maybe just tell me. But do you have any clue what area of Fallsburg you're going to be working, or is it going to be kind of mixed up, and you're going to be all over the place, or is that something that's even been talked about yet?
I will be playing with the masses in the queue line.
I love it. That's so awesome.
I'll be able to run around with a stapler. I'll be able to fire breathe if they let me. Stick things up my nose, throw up on people. It's going to be fun.
I love it.
That is one thing that is yet to happen to me at a haunt.
I don't know if Darlin's told you, but we kind of have a little soft spot for queue line actors.
Yeah, that is definitely one of our faves, and a lot of love and respect for Q-Line. I think it's one of the most difficult positions to pull off in a haunted house for sure.
It's different with every situation.
I've never acted,
you have
obviously.
To be good at improv.
Oh, I'm sure, especially when some asshole like me comes up there and likes to banter back and forth and get a good conversation going. So yeah, no, I love it. That's exciting. Please don't throw up on me.
Oh no, you are covered now. That's on you.
Great for the
That's
hair.
on you. He's covered now.
It's great for the hair. The hair is not an issue, man. The hair is solid.
I don't think we have that problem.
I am good with it. I'm good with it too. Like and you know what's weird, Tankerz? I've had a lot of things done to me. I have been in some very extreme haunts. I've been in body bags. I've had my hands put in stuff that I still don't know what it was. I borderline waterboarded at times. I've been through the ringer. But for whatever reason, the thought of somebody
therapy, gun in mouth,
puking on me, oh man, I think I found my first thing that I'm not down with. I don't want to be puked on. I don't like that.
I'm not sure. Is Fallsburg a touch haunt?
They were one day last year.
One day last year. And we are an advocate for it.
Yes, we loved it. We loved it.
All people watching.
Yeah,
Yay.
I know. Ken,
yeah.
Brian, that was awesome. You should do it more.
Loved it.
I don't mean to call you out on our season finale or anything, but I know you're going to see it eventually. You guys should do it more, please. We loved it. You guys did really well with it. But moving on. We got just a little bit more to cover before we're going to have to regretfully boot them up out of here. So, Darlin, I want to switch back over to you for a second. What's been one of your favorite scares ever? What's been one of the best moments? I swear if you talk about it being me, we're done. I won't even talk to you no more, okay? But other than that, what have been some of your all-time favorite scares you've gotten?
My all-time favorite scares? It would honestly have to be back before I was ever even Darlin. One of my favorite ones. It was back one of my first years actually acting at the Fearplex. This group came in, and they were, I was sitting down. I had a completely different character. I had a baby doll and all that good jazz, and I was sitting there and had this doll in my hand, and the strobe light was down on me, and this guy walks in, and he looks at me, and the first thing he's like, "It's JD," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." But he's, like, he won't go in. He won't come any forward. So his group is pushing him in, and so all I do is stand up, and everybody in the whole room just disperses. It's like they're like everywhere.
Love
and it. I didn't even have to do it. I just stood up, and they just went like flies everywhere.
Very cool.
That was probably one of my favorites.
You know how crazy it is how well I can picture it, because when you described who you were and where you were, we were there when you were playing that character. So it's just that cool to be able to remember things like that and be able to picture those things.
I remember that cute little teddy bear. I remember. Very cool. Very cool. Well, Tankerz, man.
The baby doll's just making you look at it.
Was it? I can't. There's a lot of stuff that goes on, okay? I don't know how you remember everything all the time.
I have a lot of details.
It's impressive. It's impressive. But Tankerz, man, same question. What has been one of your all-time favorite scares?
So back when I was about 15, 16, I was working at Houston Scream Fest, which is where I grew up from when I was like 5 to 17, 18 before I moved on from there. I was a manager of the Texas Chainsaw Maze, and I was on break, and I was filling a break on breaks, filling the exit chainsaw. One of my actors gave me a corn dog, and so us being on gravel and of the likes, it kind of sucks for footing. So I went to chase the last group out, and I lost my footing. I kept the chainsaw and corn dog in air. I never lost the corn dog.
That's the important thing.
Gotta eat.
I love it.
And I got scare of the night, but I also got third-degree burns from a chainsaw, and I still won. But they got that security footage, and it's the greatest footage I've ever seen.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Very, very cool. All right. Well, regretfully, that is about going to wrap it up. We got 2 more things we got to do before I got to boot you up out of here and get some more guests up in here. And the very first thing is we were talking about farting a good bit tonight, and I think it's a good time to bring up this damn toilet brush thingy here. This guy. So this is our little hallmark, our Knights of the Cleaners of Shit symbol, worshipped by many. We look at the haunted attraction community. Really honestly, flagellants has been talked about a good bit this evening already.
We have.
And I'm excited to talk about flagellants just a little bit more, because we look at the haunt community as a beautiful porcelain toilet bowl. I think we do a very good job of supporting each other, a very good job of showing other people how communities should be, how people should behave, how people should treat one another. And our Knights of the Cleaners of Shit, well, they stand for that very thing. And while we do have a beautiful porcelain bowl, regretfully, Tankerz, as I'm sure you have experienced, every once in a while somebody comes by and puts a gnarly skid mark on the side of that bowl, and that's where our Knights of the Cleaners of Shit have to stand up in unity and scrub that skid mark away and continue to march forward. So, Darlin, you're already you're good.
Darlin's
it's
she's just family now.
Yeah. So we got to do Tankerz first. But after we do Tankerz, so I want to do Tankerz, and then I want to do them as a couple.
I think we have to do
I want that to sound exactly the way it did.
We have to do a combined scrubbing.
Thorough scrubbing this evening. Tankerz, sir, if you are ready to step front and center and join our ranks first and foremost, I would love to scrub this toilet brush across your face this evening.
Kinky, do it.
I love it. Tankerz, welcome to the family. Welcome to the cult. welcome to the Knights of the Cleaners of Shit. And now, Darlin, I need you to get just a little closer to old Tankerz over there, because we're going to have our first ever dual couple scrub dub right here on the season finale of Talking Scared. We're going to scrub both of them at the same time. I love it. I love it. Welcome our first ever couple crowning Knights of the Cleaners of Shit.
I feel like we need the cloth to put around them.
I mean, that's almost council level stuff. I'll have to talk with President Maximus Christian Bryant for approval of such things.
That's true. We will get with the president and we will get back to you on this.
But welcome to the family. It is an absolute privilege to have you join. And as we do with every single fresh nighting, before we boot you up out of here and have our next guest on this evening, the floor is both of yours for any shout-outs, thank yous, shameless plugs, whatever, wherever, however you want to say it. Tankerz, Darlin, the floor is yours. Close out phase 1 of the season finale of Talking Scared.
It's you.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. I want to do a shout-out. Thank you so much for Fallsburg Fearplex. Thank you for welcoming me in. It was a great opportunity meeting y'all this last 2 weeks ago. Brian, I can't wait to work with y'all and the amazing crew over at the Fearplex. I want to give a shout out to Scurryface. This has been a hell of an adventure, and can't wait to see what else unfolds for that. If you can, I don't know what else to say. You can find me at Fallsburg Fearplex this season, starting September 16th. I like long walks on the beach and a pale moonlight. I don't know what else to say. What am I supposed to say?
You did great. You did great. Just dump all the pressure on her.
Thank you guys, first and foremost, for having us on here tonight. We really appreciate it.
You know I love
you. A huge shout out to Fallsburg Fearplex. Obviously, Tankerz already did that. But yeah, we are opening September the 16th. And I cannot wait. I'm super excited. So everybody go check out Fallsburg Haunted House on Facebook. Check out Fallsburg Fearplex online. Get your tickets online so you can kind of skip ahead a little bit. And just come see us. And like he said, I want to shout out to Scurryface because I love Scurryface. That's my other family. And if there was no Scurryface,
we wouldn't be together.
We wouldn't be together.
Matchmaking. Scurryface has a they got the personal profiles now.
Y'all got that thing now.
I like it. I like it, man. Tyler cashing in on every little opportunity he's got. I like it, man. Haunters only at scurryface.com. I love it. I love it. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, thank you all so much for being a part of the season finale. It is regretfully that time where I got to kick you all up out of here. Get out of here this evening. Thank you all again for hanging out a little bit. Bye-byes right now. All right, so that is round number 1 done. We have more Talking Scared coming for you. The biggest episode of Talking Scared in history. 4 guests, 3 spots. We're concluding tonight with your fan-voted Haunt Actress of the Year, Taylor. We're going to have her on soon, but it's not quite yet. Not quite yet. You haven't earned your Taylor yet. You're getting there. You're getting there. But we got one more amazing guest we're going to have on before we get into all of that. It is time for us to go find JD. JD, if you're watching right now, and you better be, your time's coming up, my friend. I'll be calling you in just a second. Y'all keep hanging in there, tuning in. Another episode of Talking Scared is almost in the books.
Silas here with Mr. Clean right behind you from the Haunted Hills Estate Screen Park. Make sure you tune in to Talking Scared.
Hey, I'm the most known unknown, and get ready, because you're watching Talking Scared.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring our guest up here real quick. You'll have to bear with me doing this. I didn't want to keep everybody in Haunted Honeymooners
Oh my
Purgatory
God, that would be an awful
forever.
purgatory.
So I am setting
We
this
definitely need to make mixtapes if that ever
the
becomes a
fly.
thing.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Maybe
so,
even show movies.
Something like that. Well, JD, man, welcome to the show this evening. Absolute honor to have you joining us tonight, man. First question is always, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing fantastic. It's an honor, privilege to be on this show. It's been a long time coming.
I know, man.
We've been talking back and forth for what, like a year now?
Yeah.
Seems like it.
No, legit. A year.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, I guess you're right. It has been a year now. But man, we're making it happen. You got on the season finale as well, which is always a very exciting episode for us. We love the season finales. And
we always
this
try
is
to
definitely
get people from all over the place on the season finale so we can start the haunt season off right.
And this is definitely the biggest season finale we've ever attempted. And so far, so good. So let's keep on rolling right along, man.
I don't know. We had one that was a 2-dayer. So.
That's true. So, JD, man, very first question we have for every single guest of Talking Scared. And that is, before haunting, before set design and everything else that you're involved in, what are some of your very first memories of horror? What are some of the very first things that got you interested in all things spooky?
Well, I'll tell you, my first haunted house experience is what got me into it. I don't really quite remember what age I was, but I was quite young. I went to a park called Bedlam in the Borough here in Maryland. It's ran by the Lynborough Fire Department. I remember it clearly to this day because I remember being too scared to go through the main haunted house. So one of the actresses hands me a button and she points to a coffin with an animatronic in it. She says, hit that button. And I hit that button and this coffin lets out a hellacious fart sound effect. And she said, every time a group walks in, hit that button. And that's what I did until my mom and little sister, the irony of it, they come back out. But I was hooked from then. I always kind of had a somewhat interest in the strange, the dark, the macabre. I don't know where it comes from. I guess I'm just twisted, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
I love it.
I think Twisted's what makes our genre so fun, though.
Yeah.
But on a side note, we did not plan that 2 different people were going to talk about farts at the same time, guys. It was not planned.
It's true. So, Taylor, I know you're watching. The bar has been set.
The bar's been set.
I swear, if you don't talk about farts tonight, you're out of the club. But anyways,
we gotta be 3 for 3 tonight.
Absolutely. We need to be 3 for 3 on the farting. I love it. Very cool. And I think a lot of people in this industry I don't know where it comes from. I don't know why I like going to these things, why I like experiencing these things to the level that I do.
I do. It's an adrenaline rush, and I like it.
I mean, yes, but I think on paper it sounds crazy. Like to just present this idea to somebody.
I didn't say it didn't sound crazy. I'm aware I'm crazy. It's fine.
But I love it. I love it. Very cool, man. Very cool. I love that stuff. Well, JD, before we talk about haunted attractions, which is the main reason everybody's here tonight.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about the quote-unquote real side of horror, as some people would like to claim. Paranormal. Ghosts, demons, spirits, all of that good stuff. Do you believe in it, number one? And if you do believe in it, yes, I do. All right, so what have been some of the experiences that have led you to that belief?
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm somebody that is both blessed and cursed with seeing things, hearing things, I've seen too many things that I can't explain. I'm someone that tries to approach everything with logic, reasoning, science, what have you.
Yep.
But when I see something that's otherworldly or unexplainable, I have to give some credit to that. I've been to some of the most haunted places in the world. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum is my favorite haunted place ever.
Love it.
I love it there.
I go there as often as I can.
Love
Every
it.
time I'm there, the spirit of an old lady screams, "Fuck you" in my ear for some
Really?
reason, because I guess she hates men.
What area are you in?
Yeah, that's right. What's that?
What area are you in?
I'm in Westminster, Maryland.
No. What area of the asylum are you in when
screams at you.
she's screaming at you?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's usually Ward F, I believe. On the
Okay. We're Charleston,
second
West
floor.
Virginia. We love Trans-Allegheny.
Yeah, we're
Awesome.
we're big fans. Big fans. Amazing haunted attraction as well. Not just if there is a place that is genuinely haunted, and everybody knows I'm a big skeptic. I know you hate me for it. It's fine. But if any place is truly haunted, I think Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum is for sure one of them. That place does give me the creeps. Although some of the stuff I've seen them do there made me laugh. But it's neither here nor there. I'm sorry. Please continue.
I got personal feels with there.
She does. But
anywho, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, very cool. So, anything other than Trans-Allegheny? Is it just spirits? Do you think is it just kind of ghosts? Is it this afterlife thing? I mean, what is your personal take on what's going on out there?
To be honest, that's a good one actually. 'Cause, that's a good one.
Aspiring minds wish to know.
Of course, I believe in an afterlife. I do believe you die, you become a spirit, you wander. Particularly if you have some unfinished business, or if, for whatever reason, we don't know why those things exist, but, they do. And I think, there are things in the world we don't understand and that we're not meant to understand as human beings, and that it's something we're only going to know when we get to that other side, when we cross through that veil into whatever's there.
Very cool. I'm sorry, I went a little deeper with it than I usually do to people, but you handled it well.
No, you're good.
You handled it very, very well, man. So very cool.
So let's stare down at your soul for a minute.
yeah,
Right.
sometimes. Let's talk about haunted attractions. All right, let's level the heaviness some. Haunted attractions, man, as a patron, which I'm sure is extremely rare, but when you do get to go through a haunt as a guest and just experience it, what are some of the things that you absolutely love to see and get you really excited to be there?
Primarily, I'm always, being the guy that I am, I'm kind of looking at everything. I've got a busy brain, I've got busy eyes, so I'm looking every which way that I possibly can, trying to soak it all in like a sponge. But primarily, I'm looking for emotion and real effort from the actors, real acting, not just your classic pop out and go boo, because that's been done to death God knows how many times.
Yep.
I'm looking for theatrics. I'm looking for, improvisation. Not just you don't have to always follow the script. Improvise. Go against the grain.
Very cool.
Be off the wall. Say say things that are off the wall that people are not expecting, which can be harder to do than most people think.
Yeah,
Because,
absolutely.
Almost everything's been done and said, but the beauty of it is, there's a lot of people in the world, and each person has their own set of ideas and whatnot they can bring to the table.
Very cool.
I'm looking for obviously good quality in the sets themselves. I don't want to see black plastic slapped over cardboard and dotted with a few splotches of paint. Come on,
Very cool. I like it. I'm with you, man. Set design is huge.
It is.
We don't want to talk about.
You can't just turn your lights off and think that it's going to hide it.
I knew you were going to mention it.
I didn't mention it. I'm not going to get into it, but we've already ran into that a little bit of that.
It's for next Monday.
That's for next week.
When the haunt reviews start. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Man, bad. But anyways, set
Buzz
design.
goes here.
Stop. Set design is crucial. And I'd love to hear you talk about that and to bring that up. Acting is just as crucial, man. They play together, they work together, and I'm with you. It's all about the emotion and how you portray that character, whatever that character is, and truly bring it to life. We had the privilege to go through a couple haunts last Thursday, and there was one haunt where you saw that. You saw that passion and that energy, bringing a lifeless character very much to life. And then another haunt that was just the exact opposite. Felt like the characters were dead because, well, man, they kind of were. So I love hearing that stuff, and we'll talk about all that in detail next Monday if you want to hear about all that nonsense. But JD, I got to ask the opposite side of that question. what are the things that bugs you? What is the things that when you go through a haunted attraction you don't like to see?
Well, you're the exact opposite of what I just said, pretty much.
Simple.
Like you just pointed out, you know, I don't want to see an actor just stand there and expect the scare to happen, because that's not how that works. You know, I don't want to see actors just, you know, do the whole stand up and go, and then just stand there waiting for you to leave the room. Come on.
Yeah.
You know?
I love it. Follow, pursue.
I don't want to see back to back scares, because yes, that can be cool, but at the same time, dead space is a wonderful thing. It builds suspense. I use it a lot in my designing. I'd say those are some key things that I don't like to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Now, man, talk about disturbed design a little bit. That's what you're involved in. Talk to me about that a little bit. What is that exactly? What all's going on there?
All right. Well, disturbed design is something the idea came to me in 2019, and I officially started running with it late 2019, and then actually started working on that in 2020. Disturbed design, the name, it comes from because I'm a disturbed individual, and
that's fair.
Originally it was going to be Disturbed Design, but I didn't want to rip off from the band Disturbed because I love them, so I did a little bit of a tweak there, and it was easier to say.
Yeah,
that's one of the main reasons. But it's really just I wanted to take my passion from just a hobby to something that I could, something I could profit off of.
Love it.
Something I could make a living off of, which I know a lot of people say they don't want to do what they love for a living because then it's not fun anymore. I'm the exact opposite. It doesn't feel like work to me. It's just what I do.
I love it. Gotta love it.
Aspirations.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That is that's awesome, man. That's super exciting. Now, I'm essentially going to ask you to pick your favorite child.
Yeah.
All right.
He's bad about this.
Yeah, I know you've done a lot of different designs, but looking back at all this different stuff that you've done, if you had to pinpoint one particular scene, what would be one particular scene that you look back on and you're just like, God damn it, we nailed every inch of it?
I will have to say I'm still quite proud of the work that I did for Haunted Hills Estate Screen Park. The work I did there, it exceeded my expectations, which I know sounds weird, but, working with the creative team there and, just over time, I started to really be proud of what I had accomplished there. Because that's where I was able to sharpen up a lot more.
Very
and
cool.
Really, and really just zero in on exactly how I wanted things to be. I'm still quite proud. I still have all those work pictures saved on my phone. I look at them often because I just, remind myself, hey, you did that.
That's so cool.
I like it.
That's so cool. I love it. And I love Haunted Hills Estate Screen Park. One of my absolute favorite places. May I ask, was there a particular area of Haunted Hills that you were working on, or was it kind of just general areas everywhere? Because I've been there a couple of times, and I'd love to know more about specifically what it was you were working on.
I'll say if you remember their haunt Experiment 31. Do you remember?
Oh
that
yes.
one?
Yes.
Oh, very much so.
I did quite a bit of work in there. Not just main season, but for their off-season events for Valentine's Fear Fest, St. Patrick's Day Massacre, their Christmas event, which I'm blanking on the name of. I did quite an extensive amount of work in there. Happy Horror Days, that's the name.
Now,
100%
touche on that Valentine's Day in there. That was a trip.
Yeah,
that was
Valentine's
great.
Day was pretty.
That was good
intense.
shit.
Yeah, weird ass demons in there.
I know, I loved it.
Now, if we're talking about Experiment 31, there's one thing about that particular area that I hate so much. And I want to know, I'm just going to ask you direct, if you were responsible for that big-ass air cannon that is in that thing towards the end of it, Was that your idea? Did you have anything to do with that?
God, that thing burst my eardrums.
Unfortunately, I did not. I cannot claim it.
All
I
right.
did not.
All right, well, that's good, because I was going to kick you off the show if you did. That thing scares the... I know it's coming.
It busts my ear.
I know it's coming for sure. Every time. I can almost pinpoint the spot where it's going to hit, and it still scares the piss out of me every fucking time it goes off. I hate that thing so much.
I love watching the reactions from that. It just did fantastic reactions.
I can only imagine. Well, man, it's game time. It's time for us to play our little game this evening. So buckle up and hang in there, because it is time for the last battle of the 5
and
this year.
Is, not to put you on the spot or anything, these decisions, a lot of them carry over for the beginning of the very next season of Talking Scared, so pick wisely.
Yeah, so no pressure, all right, about this game. That you're ready. You're ready. It's time to do it. It's time to do it.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let me get JD's screen right back on here real quick. That's not the one. Cancel. Wrong screen share. That's
Y'all
not
don't
the.
need
You
that
don't want
one.
that one. Hold on a second here. Let me get the right one here real quick, and then we are going to jump into the arena. JD, now, man, I know that you've seen this before. You're familiar, at least a little bit, with what is about to go down, right?
Vaguely familiar.
Vaguely familiar. I like it. That's how I like everybody to be, is vaguely familiar with everything going on around them. All right, so for anybody out there that has never, ever, ever seen the Battle of the Five before and is wondering just what in the hell is about to go down here, well,
It's
JD
simple.
has found himself in the arena, and it's real simple. I'm going to present two characters to JD. They could be real, they could be fictional, they could be anywhere, from any place, at any time that I have chosen them to step forward and battle, and JD is going to pick who would win in a fight to the death. That's the only rule here. One lives, one dies. JD, you are responsible for these decisions tonight, so I hope you're
This man
ready.
right here is responsible for some of the fucked up and crazy gifts you're going to be seeing tonight.
Well, there's some stuff out there, but it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna have fun with it tonight. I am excited.
I'm excited.
JD, I hope you're ready. Are you ready to
I can't
begin?
believe it, though.
Let's go.
This is it for the
Let's go.
season.
All right, let's jump into it. The last battle of the five this year. All right, we're going to start in our women's division. This is a number one contender match. That means next year on the season premiere of Talking Scared, they will challenge for that women's championship. Let me introduce you to the first combatant this evening. One of my very, very favorite ladies out there in all of the world. Alice from Resident Evil. I think she is one of the baddest bitches out there. And now I am going to shut up and allow my beautiful wife the privilege
You can't say it.
of introducing.
Just be real, you can't say
No,
it.
I am also letting you introduce her. Go ahead, do your spiel. Her opponent.
Alright, so coming up next, we got anime and my love of anime coming out full force here. We got Ryuko Matoi. She is wearing Sinkits in this fight, so she does have that ability that she has from her life fibers. So you have Alice versus Ryuko. Fight to the death.
Alrighty. I hate to say it, I don't know who the other person is, so I have to go with Alice from Resident Evil.
All right, now I'm gonna give you one chance, 30 seconds. Explain who she is, what she's capable of, and we'll give him one more chance to see if he wants to change his mind.
All right, Ryuko Matoi is actually kind of an alien type thing because she's made of life fibers. The whole thing of her life is life fibers are killing people with their clothing. So the least clothing you wear, the more powerful you are. And with the attire that she has on, she can learn anyone's shit that they throw at her and give it back at them.
So, that in mind...
That kind of sounds like a landslide there. Think you know where I'm going with this. We're going to go with, however you say her name. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one. They can't say that woman's name. I love it. All right, so...
She's not wearing much of anything. That's Tankerz.
Yeah, Ryuko Matoi takes the win.
He can talk to her.
Puts Alice down.
I mean, an alien versus a human. Come on.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, Alice is kind of bad, though. I don't know, man. I think she
has regenerative properties.
So,
I mean, I wouldn't want her coming at me either, but,
Fair enough. All right, let's move on to our last women's title round this year. Let me introduce you. She does get a shot next season. I know you're pumped. So let me introduce you to our current champion, reigning champion. Held this belt for a couple, almost a little over a month now.
I know.
Pretty impressed with her. Rogue steps in looking to carry that title into next season, but she's got one more challenge to face before she can do that. One of, again, my all-time favorites, Xena, Warrior Princess. Can Xena sneak in and get the kill?
Yes.
Before Rogue can get her hands on her. Xena versus Rogue in a fight to the death. Title on the line. Who you got tonight, JD?
Xena versus Rogue. Oh, God. Oh, it would help if I knew who these people were.
All right, so Rogue from X-Men, if she can get her hands on you, if she can touch you, whatever powers, whatever abilities you have, she possesses. And it does eventually kind of just drain your life the longer that she has a hold of you. Xena Warrior Princess.
She is an Amazon warrior.
Yeah, kind of.
Like she is human, but she's like superhuman.
Sort of like Hercules, but not quite on that level of strength or anything like that.
She is on the Hercules level.
Well, I guess female version of Hercules, I suppose. Versus Rogue, fight to the death, man. A lot of people going with Xena in the comments right now. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the comment section. We're gonna go with Xena.
I like it. Very cool, Xena.
And everybody in the comments needs to let out a
yeah, finally dethrones Rogue, takes that title. Interesting match for the season premiere next year on Talking Scared. I'm excited about it. We are going to move right along. Hopefully, we might be getting into a little bit more familiar territory for you now, because these last 3 rounds, these are icons of the arena. These are giants of the arena. They are all baddies that have won many, many rounds. All of them former champions except for one. So let's hop into this thing. Round number 3. He comes bearing all the Infinity Stones. Thanos looks to come in and take out another god. This time,
this is crazy. Everybody dies when this goes down.
Not exactly the god of thunder this time. The god of lightning, Raiden from Mortal Kombat, looks to step in. Can he be the one to prevent the snap and take out old Thanos? Raiden versus Thanos, fight to the death. Who you got tonight?
I've got to go with Thanos.
Oh,
I believe so too. I do.
No love for Raiden at all.
No.
All right.
Thanos has all the stones.
Like, I think Raiden can stop him from using them.
Exactly. He's got the Infinity Stones.
I think Raiden, but we even saw in Infinity War, the Avengers were able to stop him for a moment. They were able to stop him for a moment. They were able to slow him down. I think Raiden could do it, but the guest is always right. It doesn't matter.
Thanos.
Doesn't matter. Thanos for the win with all the Infinity Stones takes out Raiden. That means it is time for our number 1 contender round. And I couldn't help it. I had to put the legend of the arena, into the arena tonight. Jason Voorhees steps back in. Tough opponent tonight. Tough, man, you pumping that fist. He's got a rough one. He's got a rough one this evening.
He does,
the incredible Hulk. Why is Hulk on the same side as Jason? What happening?
You do?
Get over there, Hulk. That's not where you're supposed to be.
He's trying to boot him out. This is not your place, Hulk.
He's already trying to cover him. All right. So
you are not amongst friends in this platform, Hulk, when you are going up against Jason.
Number 1 contender round, man. Winner will challenge for the title on the season premiere.
Everybody, hashtag Team Jason.
Hulk versus Jason. Who you got this evening?
All right, Hulk versus Jason. Let's break this down here. The Incredible Hulk, mutated by gamma rays. Jason Voorhees, an immortal. You know, was a human, died God knows how many times. He's immortal. Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees for the win. I can get down with it. I can get down with it, man. I really feel Hulk would have got
Olivia
that.
said Hulk.
I'm with you, Olivia. I'm with you. The hell with this Team Jason nonsense anymore. I'm done with Jason.
Hashtag Team Jason.
I'm done with him. He won't go away. Probably because I keep bringing him back from the dead. But anyways, so Jason will challenge for the
Hulk
title.
was taken out by a monk. Just saying.
Excuse me. Unless Shredder. That's right, Pappy. That's it. Hashtag Go Shredder is what we need right now. Shredder is the savior that the Battle of the Five needs. He is the hero the arena deserves this evening. And where has he gone? Pappy, what has happened to our Shredder? Anyways, moving on.
A little passion about Shredder if you can't tell.
This is getting ridiculous this evening. Farting and Shredder. Men's title round. Let me introduce you to our reigning champion. One of the most powerful champions I think we've ever had. I'm glad he's got it, but man,
it really tonight's
going to be a fight, man. Jafar from Aladdin. Full
Unleashed, Untamed
Genie mode. Has a very tough opponent tonight. One of my favorite horror characters of all time. Not that you should let that sway your decision, but perhaps the only one that could take out Jafar in this mode. The Jinn of Wishmaster taking on Jafar.
Cartoon sadistic genie versus regular sadistic genie. Who wins?
Fight to the death. Title on the line. Who you got, man?
Oh, man. Jafar versus, say the other name again, I'm sorry.
That is the Jinn from Wishmaster. I'm sure he's got a more technical name. I can't recall. They just always call him the Jinn.
Wishmaster.
Evil Genie. He uses,
yes, but he is bound by his shit. Jafar is not.
Well, I mean, essentially he would need Jafar to make a wish.
Yep.
In order to be able to kill him, because that's kind of his thing.
But he does have ways of making you make that wish.
So, I mean, that's really the only question. Do you think he would be able to con Jafar into saying the wrong thing during this fight and essentially wishing for his own death? Or does Jafar just annihilate this fool?
Well, I am disturbed as on. I have to go with the evil genie.
I love it. What, they're both evil genies.
Evil genie. Jafar is a goner.
Jafar is a goner. Ah, yes. I love it. The Jinn, 2-time champion now of the arena. Very, very exciting. Let the year of the Jinn begin.
It's the year of the Jinn.
I am so excited. I'm excited. I love it. Very cool. Very cool. Well, JD, man, let's hop back into this thing. We got a little bit of time left this evening, and with that time, man, I want to hear about what are the plans this year. What's going on this year in JD's life? Where can people find you? Talk about the upcoming haunt season. What's going on this year, man?
All right. Well, this season I'll be working with my hometown haunt, Hackney Haunts, here in Westminster, Maryland. 2 all-new attractions for this season. We have Rest in Pieces and All Hallows Eve. Rest in Pieces is themed to an old mortuary. All Hallows Eve is pumpkins, witches, that sort of thing. I'll be acting down there as the funeral director, so that's fun.
Very cool.
I'll be able to introduce the foolish mortals that want to go poking around the funeral home, letting them in, and hopefully they escape. If they don't, well, we have plenty of coffins for them. But anyway, in terms of Disturbed Design, you can find a gallery of my work at disturbeddesign.godaddysites.com. There's a gallery of everything up there. You can also find me on Disturbed Design on Instagram and Facebook. If anyone wants to reach out directly, by all means, Facebook Messenger, Instagram DMs, or via email at vokenjd@gmail.com. Let's see. After the main season's over, I'll be doing some work with Carlos down there. He's the creative director. Absolutely incredible artist. One of the most talented guys I've had the privilege of working with and being good friends with. Let's see what else. I should probably tell you where Hackney Haunts is.
Yeah, well, tell us a little bit more just about Hackney Haunts. I mean, you mentioned the 2 haunts, but somebody out there that's never been before, you're trying to persuade them to come, man. What's the elevator pitch? What's the elevator pitch of this place?
I'll say with All Hallows Eve, you're dealing with a lot of sequences, a lot of special effects, a lot of lighting and audio and visual effects, rest in pieces, a lot more theatrics involved.
Okay.
A lot more theatrics involved throughout. We're not so much just going for the booze scares. We're going for an entertaining experience, getting people invested into the story as to what the hell is going on at this place. Let's say about an hour and a half out of your night, you should expect. It's all indoors, so you don't have to worry about weather. The weather ain't gonna stop us, thank God.
Is it a touch haunt? No touch haunt?
No touch haunt.
No touch haunt.
Don't touch us, we won't touch you.
Very cool. Very cool. I like it. So when are we opening up this year exactly?
We'll be opening up September 30th at 7 p.m. Be open to 7 to 9 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays through October 30th. Unfortunately, we're not playing on Halloween, but I don't make the rules.
Fair enough.
It's a Monday. I'm curious to see who is open.
Yeah, it is true. That is true. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be many this year, regretfully, that are going to be open on Halloween, but we'll see.
I requested off work for the 30th just because of that.
There'll definitely be some. And last question, maybe about tickets and stuff like that. Where websites, Facebook, where can people find their way to get their ride into your haunt?
You can go to hackneyhaunts.com, purchase tickets through there. General admission is $20 for both attractions. I believe Fast Pass is $30. I could be wrong. The website can clarify.
That's a hell of a price for an hour and a half long experience.
Yes, it is.
That's a really solid deal. I like that. That's very cool. Very cool, man. $30 for Fast Pass? That's nice in today's haunted attraction world, because haunts are getting expensive these days, just as everything else in the world is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's very cool. I love those prices. Very cool, man. Well, if you're out there watching, you're in the Maryland area, make sure you go check them out.
Absolutely.
You never know. We got that secondary list. You never know. We might pop in. Maryland's not too far away. It's not too far away. You never know.
Depends on what kind of holiday hunts you have. If you can pop in, because you go through Maryland depending on where you're at.
That is very true. That is very true. Well, man, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight and being a part of the season finale. Before I let you go, I got one really gross thing that I got to do with you, and it involves something that's already been on 2 other clowns' faces tonight.
It's multiple times.
Oh, boy.
It's going to get really dirty before the show's over this evening.
It's already a little sticky.
It's already a little sticky, but everybody already knows what this is. Everybody knows what this is all about. This is about representation. This is about the haunt community being all it can be, just like we've talked about all evening tonight. It's not all about farts and games over here. It's about serious stuff,
a little
too.
bit about farts and games,
okay? All right, and that is our Knights of the Cleaners of Shit. JD, I think you meet every single qualification to become one of our members. And if you're willing, I would love to take this slightly used toilet brush and rub it all against your slightly used face this evening. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, and welcome you to our ranks officially. So, JD, what do you say? Would you like to become official?
What do you mean a little bit? Give me a lot bit. Lay it on.
I love it.
Scrub him good.
Scrub him good. JD, welcome to the family. Welcome to the cult.
In the tree, part of the tree.
Welcome to becoming a Knight of the Cleaners of Shit. Thank you
This
so
thing has
much,
been getting
man.
so much action here lately.
It really has. It is just giving everybody hand jobs today. I love it. Very cool. That is a dirty, dirty thing over there.
Farts and sharts heard.
Farts and sharts. I love it, man. That's what we're gonna be known for. I'm good with it.
No, it is not.
I'm good with it. I don't give a shit. All right. Well, JD, man, thank you so much. As I do with every single fresh nighting, I will turn the floor over to you one last moment for any last
Shout
minute.
out, shameless plugs, things you got going on
Thank
in your
yous,
company,
whatever.
things you got going on.
Where can
for
people
the
get a hold of you
haunt.
for Disturbed Design, all that stuff? JD, man, thank you so much for being a part of this evening. The floor is yours, my friend.
Alrighty, it's been an awesome experience doing this. It's been an honor and a privilege, like I said. For more information on Disturbed Design, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram under the name Disturbed Design. I love to interact with people. I love to talk. So, people don't need to be afraid to talk to me. I know I look scary, but I'm not.
Love it.
Hackney Haunts, Westminster, Maryland. Come check it out. It's going to be awesome this season. All new stuff, never seen before at the show. Good casting crew. Got some other plans in the works. Going to be kicking things more into overdrive. Getting some more productions going, I suppose. Got a couple other projects I'm working on for the near future. I'm going to be helping them design for their Christmas show when that comes around, so that's cool.
Very cool.
Here's to an epic 2022 haunt season. I think it's going to be a good one.
I'm right there with you, man. I think it's going to be an absolutely killer season. JD, man, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out tonight for just a little bit with us.
Absolutely.
We look forward to talking to you more in the future, man. If you need anything, you know where we're at. Don't be afraid to talk to us either. And other than that, man, regretfully, this is the part where I have to rudely shove you out the door and kick you up out of here this evening, man. You have a great night, okay?
You too, folks. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So we are moving right along this evening. I am she's leaving. She's just quitting in the middle of the show. What the fuck, man? Good help is so hard to find sometimes. I am very excited about our next guest, though. I'm very excited to stretch out a little bit. My co-host quit on me. Season finale. She doesn't even care anymore. She just left. She's getting in the car and taking off. So I'm gonna go call the fan voted Haunt Actress of the Year. I'm gonna go talk to her for a little bit because I want to talk to her. I want to see what she's doing. I want to see what's back. Well, you back, Trader?
I'm back.
Nice.
I had to get Boo cookies.
She had to get some Oreos. So it is that time for us to go hunt down one of my favorite people, even though she still owes me a fucking balloon animal, and I plan on collecting. That's the deal. She doesn't get this till I get my balloon animal. All right? And that's really what this whole phone call conversation is about to be about.
Yes.
No. My balloon animal is what we're going to talk about, and when I'm going to get it, and how she's going to deliver it, and how perfect it's going to be. So that's enough of me. Here's some Goose stuff. Here's some Taylor stuff. And then I'm going to go find her, and we're going to find out what's going on with this balloon animal right here on the season finale of Talking Scared. It's coming up. Here we go. Let me find the right buttons.
What we do.
Hi, I'm Jim here at Wells Township, and you're watching Talking Scared.
Well, hiya, buds! My name's Gil, and I'm what they call a tour guide at that place, Wells Township Haunted House. No idea why they let me do that or have that title, because I don't know my way around and have no idea what I'm doing at all times. Some weird people with flowers as names told me something about a contest, so I've prepared a full 60-minute song and dance routine for you that will be... What? It's not that kind of contest? Alright, well, thanks for letting me know, buds. Jeez, rules were not clear. Alright, anyways, if you haven't come and visit me at Wells Township, what the heck are you waiting for, buds? I've been here all month. There's some real crazy people down here, and we love to scare ya. If you come and visit me, I promise you that you will get a complimentary balloon animal of your choice. I am what they call a balloon animal connoisseur, or something like that. I don't know, I never took geography. The words, they don't come to me that easily. Anyways, thanks for watching my video. Come down and see me at Wells Township, and be sure to like and share this video. I want to be famous. You can help me do that. And remember, A vote for Goo is a vote for the American people. Thank you.
All right, that was Giggles. You are still watching Talking Scared as we continue to have the biggest episode in Talking Scared history. Let me get our fan-voted Haunt Actress of the Year up on here this evening, Taylor Goo. How on earth are you doing today, dear?
I am just wonderful. Happy to be here.
Hey, we are happy to have you on here, and I want to get right into business this evening as I get you all nice and sized up over here. And my first question is, when exactly and how nice of a balloon animal are you planning for my arrival? No, that is not what is important right now.
That's
what is important right is the balloon animal. Have you put any thought into this? Are you ready? Because I have very, very high expectations.
I won't give out too many details, but I do have something planned for you with the balloon animal.
Well,
that's all I can give you. That's all I can give you.
Okay, if that's the case, then I will allow this to continue. Trish, go ahead, show off the award.
One of my favorite things about this year is just with exceptional people comes exceptional things that we want to do, and with just the amazing experience we had with you and with a tour guide, that's not something that you typically, wow, how wonderful. This was absolutely over the top.
Yeah.
And then not only was it over the top, just the person you are and the things you do in the haunt community and the reaction with your friends and the love of your family and everything. We switched the design, and this is the new design for the fan vote Haunt Actor of the Year Award, and you are the first for the new design that will continue on for next year as well.
Yeah, so we're very, very pleased to be able to give this to you. We talked about it briefly in the Wells Township review that we did last year, but you really, really took the experience of the haunted attraction of Wells Township to a different level and really committed to Goo. And just absolutely crushed it with your ability to banter back and forth, especially with somebody like me that loves to try and trip people up. And you just absolutely crushed it the entire time you were there. We love you. We love Wells Township, and we're very, very excited to be able to officially present this to you here in just several weeks. We got several weeks before we're up at Wells Township, but we're excited to see it.
It's around the corner now.
Yeah, it's getting here. It's getting here. So
I can't believe it.
So what are your thoughts as haunt season approaches? Are you geared up? Are you ready? What's going on at Wells Township? What's the status of everything?
Very excited. I can't believe that it's almost time. We open September 23rd, so that'll be our opening night. Fridays and Saturdays all throughout the season we're open. As you guys I'm sure know, the whole entire attraction changes every single year. So the night that we close, most of the time it's that next day that they start for the next year. Very few things in the house will be the same. And it's a lot different because, like you guys said, we have tour guides. A lot of people and a lot of different haunts don't have tour guides. It's not something you really see anymore. So, yeah, it's exciting. Can't give too much away, gotta leave the element of surprise a little bit. But it's going to be a good year. That is for sure. It's going to be a really good year.
Very cool. I'm excited. Are you going to be tour guiding again this year?
Absolutely.
I love it.
As much as I'm able to with my job, but
daggone work getting in the way of our fun.
yeah.
Well, that's exciting. That's super cool, and I'm pumped that Goo is going to be making her presence well known this year. And I want to talk about Wells Township and all that good stuff just a little bit more here in a minute. But a couple of things that I wanted to go over first. And number one, we asked this question to a lot of people, and we haven't had the chance to ask you yet. As a patron, and I know that between work and working as Goo and everything else, it probably happens almost never. But the rare chance that you get to go through a haunted attraction, what are some of the things that Taylor loves to see inside of a haunt? What gets you excited and gets the blood pumping?
So, for me, it's kind of complicated because I actually added it up earlier today, and this coming season will be my 14th season working at the haunted house. So I started when I was roughly 10, which would make you think that my answer to this is gonna be like, nothing scares me. No, I'm a baby. I get scared of everything. I always offer to go first, and everything absolutely terrifies me. With that being said, I like looking at like sets and different things like that, but my favorite thing, and mostly because you don't really see it anymore because of animatronics and other things like that, are actors and people who act and people who put so much into their characters, and you actually question, am I in a haunted house or is this a fever dream? Like what is actually happening right now? So I love seeing people that are just so devoted to their characters that just go all out. I love it. That's my favorite part.
Very cool. Very cool.
And I really feel like you just describing it as a fever dream. Like, I could totally feel that with the Goo. Like,
well, that was, I'm not going to lie, that was my thoughts as you were talking about it, is she's just talking about Goo.
She's talking about Goo.
Like, I mean, because that is,
describes it perfectly.
I'm not, I can't really honestly get the point across enough how difficult I think it is to do what you do specifically in a haunt. Because Q-line acting is amazing. We give a lot of credit to Q-line actors. We had some amazing ones on earlier today, and I love what they do. But even that is a limited amount of time in comparison to what you do as a tour guide. You are there from start to finish. You have to keep it fresh. You have to keep it entertaining. You can't come with the same old dry spiel room after room, and you have to commit to that. You have to become Goo. And
and you are definitely Goo.
No, I love it. I love it. You're just describing yourself. It's very selfish, Taylor. It's very selfish.
Well, a lot of my friends laugh whenever I get any type of recognition for Goo or anything at the haunted house, because they're like, these people don't know you, right? I'm like, no, why? Like, because that's just who you are as a person. Like Goo, I can flip like that because it's just a little. It's like me amplified by a little bit. It's just the same all around.
I love it. I love it. So you're just naming people flowers all over the place, huh? It's just your thing?
Yeah, those things just kind of come to me. There's a lot of times where, like, especially being a tour guide, like you said, you're with them through the whole haunt. And a lot of our tour guides, we have walkie-talkies or something like that. So that tour specifically that I took you guys through, there was a room, there was some type of malfunction, and I heard about it, and I was like, they have to see this room. They have to. So I just started giving you guys names, and they just happened to be flowers. I don't know. Whatever came up first was what was going to happen, and it just worked out. I don't know. I don't know. I just crossed and hope for the best.
I love it. So cool. So cool. That's just awesome to hear. Well, Taylor, I want to know as well, because we asked Darlin about this earlier. You know, she's a former recipient of Haunt Actress of the Year. We have the current reigning champion of Haunt Actress of the Year with us today. So for people that are out there watching, young actors and actresses coming up in this game, what is some advice you would give them for somebody that's trying to reach that level, try and maybe achieve a little bit of notoriety, maybe even get a little trophy to put on their room or put on their trophy plaque or whatever?
Tell them your tricks of the trade.
What type of advice would you give to somebody that's starting in the game and looking to get to the level you're at?
Just freaking go for it, honestly. Like, I've been doing it for a long time, and I used to just act in the rooms. Like, I had my specific character, And I loved it. Don't get me wrong. It was absolutely exhausting. Shouts to every actor out there who works in a room. But whenever you get a character that you can make yourself, you design it, you pick out the makeup for it, you pick out the costume, you just do everything, just go for it. Do not care what anybody thinks. Don't care if somebody says it's not good. If you think it's good, then just do it. It's really cool to go from who you are as a person and transform into that. It's almost like freeing. It's a really freeing thing to do.
I get it.
Just embrace it and go for it. Have fun. That is the most important thing, is to have fun. It's
Very
a
cool.
freaking blast. It is so much fun.
Very cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good answers. How stressed out is Dad right now?
Well, he's sleeping, so he can't be that stressed. No, just well, he is sleeping. It's so funny because you can always tell when it's almost haunt season. Like, if I didn't have a calendar, I'd know, because he gets all testy and he's all in a mood, and I'm like, does it work out every year? Do we open on time every year? Is everything fine? Yes. Okay. But
You have to be the voice of reason every year.
Yeah, I try. He's lucky, along with all of us at Wells Township. There are, obviously, he runs the show, and people who are watching from Wells Township are probably laughing, and he would be too, because we are so lucky. It would take me like 6 days to name all the people who do so much work. I know if I drove down there right now, and again at 6 a.m., the same cars would be there because people are there non-stop working. So he's lucky. In these past few years, he's calmed down a little bit, because he knows that if we're like, oh, I don't know, we open in 2 days, those doors open, we're ready to go, because of all the people down there who put in so much time. It's ridiculous. And they all have full-time jobs and families and all this stuff, and they're still down there every single day. It's crazy.
Very cool. Very cool. I love it. Well, Taylor, this season, for Talking Scared at least, is about to be put in the coffin.
It is.
We're very close to being done with it, but it wouldn't be Talking Scared all the way if we didn't make our Haunt Actress of the Year hop on in here and play a game with us tonight. So we are going to hop into what is actually going to be 6 things we must know about you, because
6.
I was nice and told her I was going to let her out of the dirty question this evening. So,
thank you.
You're very welcome for that, by the way. I've never shown anyone such mercy, by the way.
That's bad.
But you.
The balloon. Once I give him the balloon animal, all bets are off. I'm done for it.
Well, mainly I was kind of nervous that if I did ask you the question, your cop of a father might beat my ass. So that was also a concern of mine.
Now, I do need to make one small announcement. I do apologize if for some reason our feed goes. It just started piss pouring in the rain.
We're going to be okay.
We're going to do our best.
We're going to be okay.
We're going to get through this.
We're going to get through this. We're almost there.
Great.
We're almost there. So, you have now, I don't know which one is the dirty question. I think it's, okay, so I found it. I'm going to get rid of that one. Goodbye, dirty question. All right, so you have 6 questions to choose from. You select a number, it will reveal the question. These have nothing to do with...
If we do not have the number, you will get an because we did remove that one question.
Yeah, 1 to 6, I got it. Once that question's popped up, we do expect a truthful answer. These have nothing to do with haunted attractions. This is just getting to know Taylor a little bit more. So are you ready to play 6 things we must know about you?
I've never been more ready.
All right.
Ready.
1 to 6. Choose a number.
I'm going to go with 2.
Question number 2. What is your most shameful guilty pleasure?
Oh, man. Like, currently, I'm going to get made fun of, and I know I am, because every talk about it, everyone is like, really? And I'm like, I can't stop. Currently, every time I have a spare second, if I'm getting ready, if I'm doing anything, I promise you I'm watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I promise you.
No!
It's so bad, but I can't stop. I don't, it's bad. It's bad doing drugs or something that I rebuttal. Like, at least I'm not doing drugs, I'm just watching Keeping
I think
Up
you
with
should
Kardashians.
do drugs.
That's fair. Oh, no. No.
I am for sure getting beat up by her cop father now.
Oh.
I didn't mean it, Sean. Oh, no, all right. Keeping up with the Kardashians. Wow. All right. I am trying so hard not to judge you right now, but I am judging you a little bit.
I understand.
All right.
She said she understands.
Question 2's off the board. You got 1 and 3 to 6 remaining.
5.
5. Question number 5. You can have one superpower. Only one. What superpower do you want?
Mind reading.
Mind reading. I like it.
I'm almost afraid of that power, though.
You should be afraid of that power with me. You should. You should not. You don't want that power. It's bad. You don't.
This is what I deal with.
Sorry.
But why would you like it?
What's that?
Why would you? Why mind power? Why the ability to read minds?
It would make my job easier for one. And because I'm one of those people who has RBF really bad. Like my face, it just looks like I'm always in a bad mood. And I know that people are wondering what I'm thinking, and normally it's like just elevator music playing up there. But when I see people out in public who also have it, I'm like, I want to know what they're thinking. So mostly that, just because I'm nosy.
Very cool. I like it.
I would like to be able to only hear people's elevator music.
It's such a weird thing.
That's
like I'm curious. I'm curious what everybody's individual music is that they just when they're doing nothing.
I have no idea what's happening right now. All right, so you have question 1, questions 3 and 4, and question 6 remaining.
4.
Question number 4. What is one thing you believe that most people would not?
Oh dear. One thing I believe that most people would not. Oh, I don't know. That Keeping Up with the Kardashians is a good show. I don't know.
That's a pretty honest answer. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree 100. That is the best answer to that question ever, actually.
That Nickelback is actually good, and everyone who says that they're not is just trying to fit in. That would be mine.
Okay, I like Nickelback, so I can't say anything there.
I don't know why you pulled away from me like I'm some Nickelback hater. I'm indifferent to Nickelback. I'm only saying that because I want to be cool, though.
Because he wants to be cool.
That's exactly it.
I know. All right, I like it. I'm going to go with the Kardashian one, though. I like that one more than the Nickelback answer. All right, you got question 1, question 3, and question 6 left.
3.
Question number 3. What has... What? What? I don't remember putting this in there. What has been your all-time favorite cake?
Oh, that was from Vice.
Walmart marble cake.
I like it.
All right.
What kind of icing, though? Regular icing, cream, or whipped?
I don't really care, honestly. It doesn't either way, but the marble from Walmart, I could just... And I don't really like cake, but that one, top tier. They know what they're doing at Walmart for more reasons than one, that is for sure.
I like it.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, you got question 1 and question 6 left.
Let's do 1.
Question number 1. What is the one thing in the world that scares you the most?
It is so funny that you've asked me that, because the one thing that I am absolutely terrified of
is the Kardashians?
No, it's not the Kardashians. They'd probably be able to. I am petrified of rodents, specifically mice. Like, can't do it. And right before you guys invited me on, I saw one run in the living room, and I almost had to cancel because I was going to burn the house down.
I don't blame you.
She's the same way.
All right, so I have 3 cats in this house, and they have gotten to the point where they just want to look at it and torment it if there's a mouse in the house. And the last 2 times, I've basically said, move out of the way, and I've grabbed a broom and done whack-a-mole, because if they scatter, I don't know where they go, and if I don't know where they go, they could be anywhere, and I can't handle that.
Exactly. I will lose sleep. Like, I can't.
Yes.
Like, seconds I'm looking over there, because I know it wants to kill me. I know that it's telling it, and they're going to come and attack me, and I'm not ready for it.
And I don't have a problem with them when they're sitting still, but those motherfuckers jump, and when they jump, you don't know where they're going.
I wish there was a way I could warn all the mice in the world. So we live in the woods, all right? So what's going to happen? All right, I just wish I could warn all of them. Just like, don't break the threshold. If you break the threshold, she'll make me kill you and bring you your head. I'll have to bring your head to her to verify the kill. Okay?
Exactly.
I can't just let you go. But
Nope. No mercy.
If they walk in my house, that's on them. It's not my fault anymore.
Exactly.
I'm with you, Lindsay. I don't want to kill them, but she makes me do it.
No. Go whack-a-mole.
They have to die. There's no options.
I can't have it running around. No,
it's got to be killed and verified. All right, last question. How on earth will this world come to an end?
Gosh. I feel like you could go so deep with this, but I don't want to. Probably something stupid.
Yeah.
I feel like somewhere, somehow, there's a button. There's just a button that's like, you know what, we're
the
done.
wrong button.
Everything explodes, and I feel like someone's gonna accidentally press the button. Like a normal Tuesday afternoon, you're just about to leave work, everything's great, boom, everyone's gone. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Like,
it
hey
just
Bob, have you ever noticed this button before? No, I've worked here 10 years and I've never noticed this button before. Plop, boom, gone.
I do
and
agree.
There's no sign. It's like, don't press. It's just there, and someone's like, oh, well, and that's how it's going to happen, I bet you.
I do agree. We're definitely going to do it to ourselves. 100%. Somebody, whether it's button pushing or just our pure blind, whatever you want to call
I'm with the button pushing. I feel like that's very relevant.
We're for sure going to do it to ourselves. All right. Well, the very last question I have for season 4 of Talking Scared, addressed to our beautiful fan-voted Haunt Actress of the Year. Very excited to see you. Can't wait to get up there. I want to know what has been your all-time favorite scare that you've pulled off since you've been doing this.
There's a lot of them. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I have like a specific favorite because there's so many that happen in a night. It's like impossible to remember. But my favorite genre, if you will, is, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They're those teenage to mid 20-year-old dudes, kind of douchey, that come in and they got the cutoff shirts, even though it's 20 degrees out. Nipples are out. Nobody's okay.
Stop it! I do not. I don't wear it in 20 degrees.
I'm surprised you're not in one right now.
It's cowboy season.
But they're macho. They're with their girlfriends. They're with their buddies. I'm never going to get scared. I'm never going to get scared. And then 2 minutes into the attraction, they're saying the safe word or they're terrified and they have to leave. And my favorite part of that is it happens once a night through the whole year. And I love telling them, like, it'll be genuine. Oh my gosh, are you okay? What scared you? And I'm like, oh, that was a 14-year-old. So did you want to tell your girlfriend? To tell her. Those are my favorite because it's easy to do it. And you think it's difficult because of how they look, but it's so easy. And it boosts the ego a little bit. You know what I mean? It makes me feel good to make them feel a little bit bad. Which doesn't sound like a great thing to say, but when you know the kind of people I'm talking about, it's really nice.
I think one of our favorite interviews last year was at Fallsburg too. And they were saying that the dude ran out and left his girlfriend, wife, whatever, just left her.
Yeah, left her in the room.
Ran right past her and left her. And like the haunt actor actually had to like get her out. So
the true nature of men come out inside of a haunted attraction for sure.
Yep. We love doing it. It's our own public service here that we do. It's fine.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, Taylor, it's pretty dirty at this point. It's seeing a lot of faces this evening. But we got one more thing that we got to do before we can officially put season 4 in the coffin and close this bad boy out.
We got to scrub your face.
There is, your father has also partaken in this very thing that's happening right now. This has a little bit of him right there, I think. I think that's a little bit of Sean, right? Right there.
Right there, on that bristle.
There he is. There he is. That bristle right there.
A really good... Yeah.
So, we're not going to go over the full spiel again. I don't even know if I could. at this point. But this is
Would you love
our
to join
haunted
our ranks?
toilet brush. Our ranks. You know what the Knights of the Cleaners' shit is. Everybody out there watching this evening, if you don't know what it is by now, quit going to the bathroom so much. You've missed a lot of the show. Please pay more attention next time. I'm very disappointed in you. But for all those that do know what the Knights of the Cleaners' shit is, Taylor, it is time for you to officially don the robe and become one of us. So would you be willing to allow me to rub this slightly gently used toilet brush across your face this evening before we call this thing a night?
I would be honored.
I love
Simply
it. I
honored.
love it. Well, here, I'm going to flip it around. I don't want to get your dad's side on it, on your
There
face.
you go.
There we go.
There you
All right, he's over here now. Okay? So, welcome to the family. Welcome to the cult. I accidentally scrubbed you with the dad's side a little bit. I'm sorry about that. It got out of control. It happened so fast. Taylor, welcome to the cult. Welcome to officially
We
being
gotta
a
start
night.
putting this zombie hand on ice or something. It's starting to get a little bit of a
Little stank to it.
little bit.
Stank to it. That's fair. That might just be me. That light is really fucking hot.
It is hot.
But anyways, and it's been a long time.
But tell me, guys, y'all see our show. Is our lighting not so much better the last two shows?
I think it has.
Let us know. Let us know.
But anyways, Taylor, thank you so much for joining our ranks. Thank you so much. There is not a more deserving person this year to be our fan voted Haunt Actress of the Year. We look forward to being able to hand that to you very, very soon and seeing you at your haunt. And as we do with every single fresh nighting, I'm going to turn the floor over to you and let you it was close.
Okay.
You tried. There you go. Good job right there. I am going to let you close this bad boy out with any shameless plugs, shout outs, thank yous, when Wells Township opens, where tickets are, all that good jazz. Taylor, the floor is 100% yours. Thank you for everything you do and who you are. Close season 4 out, for the love of God.
Okay, well, thank you guys for having me. It was a blast. The shows are always super entertaining, so I love watching them.
Thank you.
Everybody, come out to Wells Township. Obviously, that's kind of a given. I'm going to say that. We open September 23rd. Tickets are $14. There are other prices for other tickets, fast passes, and things of the like. I don't know how much they are. Go on the friggin' website. It's Wells
This is
Township.
Goose just like took over.
Yep. We have Facebook. We have a phone number, as most people do. Thanks to everybody who voted for me for Haunt Actress of the Year. And Goose coming back next year, buds. She's gonna two-time champ, coming for the crown.
All right.
Oh yeah.
That's never happened before. We haven't had back-to-back.
We've
had back-to-back haunts. And I'm going to tell you what, just as a last little closing thing, I cannot tell you how close you all were to this saying Wells Township on it this year.
Oh, God,
it
yeah.
Was
it was
that
close.
It was so close, man. Chippewa just edged it out just a little bit. And I'm going to be honest with you, they fucking dropped a goddamn airplane in their haunt.
Literally,
there was an airplane in the haunt.
We're gonna get a direct down. We're gonna get a helicopter or something.
Yeah,
give us a couple days.
Sean, just tell him to go buy an airplane. All right, put your police money together and go get one. But anyways, fantastic, and we are so excited to see what Wells Township has this year. It couldn't be more on the list, and we're stoked. We're stoked to see you all again and see what you got going on. But Taylor, thank you so much. You have yourself an amazing evening. And this is the last part, but I'm even going to be rude to the Actress of the Year. I'm going to boot you up out of here, girl. All right, you have yourself a wonderful evening. And everybody that's out there watching, stick with us for just a second longer. Got a special little goodbye for everybody to end this season off with. And that's it. Taylor, you have yourself an amazing night, and we'll see you soon, girl, okay?
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Well, let me get down here to where my little... I'm just going to go back to the original one. Here we go. All right. I got to get Olivia down for a minute because we're all done with that. I just want to take half a second here at the end of season 4 of what has been a crazy, crazy ride. Since we started doing this. I never thought that Haunted Honeymooners would get anywhere close to as big as it is, and we're nothing. We're just some humble folks that really like to go to see haunted attractions and like to talk about our trips and like to introduce you all to some incredible people, just like we have this evening.
And we like to make really bad jokes and puns.
Really bad poo-poo jokes. Taylor, you failed. You didn't mention farting one time.
Farting.
You blew the whole show this evening. I'm so disappointed. But on a serious note, all jokes aside, thank you to each and every single one of you that tunes in on a regular basis and checks out what we're doing, sees science behind the scare, sees creepy transformations, it comes and checks out the amazing written reviews that Lindsay posts up. And there's so much of that coming here very soon. This coming Monday, the haunt reviews start. We're going to do all 3 of the haunts that we visited when we were in Gatlinburg and crown the champion of Gatlinburg, in our humble opinion.
Well, it's not just Gatlinburg. It's Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area. So
yeah, one of them is technically
that
Pigeon Forge.
area.
Yes, for the 3 haunts that were open and are always open. We're excited to get into all that. We're excited to do that again. And excited that Talking Scared is what it is and does what it does. And we love this show. We love putting it on for you guys. We hope that you guys love it. We are truly this year putting this thing in the coffin, though. Next year, Talking Scared is going to come back as it always does, but it is definitely going to look much different.
It's going to look different. We're going to be planning things a little bit differently with it. We're going to be bringing it to you in a different way and possibly not even as frequently, but in longer shows and more complex put together shows instead of just interviews.
Yeah, and just a heads up, the interview selection or how that's going to work next year is we've always kept it open.
Yep.
And we've let people just kind of message us.
We will still have things open.
To an extent. But this year it's honestly gotten to a point that it's a little too much with a lot of the people that contact us on it. So we're going to slow that down.
And also, too, simply, there's a lot of times that we have people that don't respond well once they sign up. So we're going to be a little more choosy with the people that we're looking at so that we can continuously put out good quality product to you guys and to make sure that the people that say they want to be on the show, 1, have heard of the show, 2, have seen the show, 3, will show up for said show.
Not that that's really been a big issue.
It really isn't, but we just want to make sure that we're being a little more selective for you guys so we can always get that out there for you.
And what we got away from, and what I don't like that we got away from, is we were bringing on some really, really interesting and different aspects of horror there for a moment. You know, I think of Tommy McLaughlin that we had on, and Ari Liam, and Art David Thornton, Art the Clown, and some of that stuff, and we kind of got away from that. David Moody, amazing UK Arthur. We got away from that, and we went straight into just really actors and actresses and letting everybody and anyone on.
We want to make sure that we have a little bit more
of a broad
spectrum genre for you the way it was meant to be.
We want to mix it up. We want to present a more complex, a little more of a different show, hopefully a lot more entertaining show. Not that Talking Scared isn't entertaining. We love it, but Season 5 is going to be very, very different. So I say this to all of you. Number 1, don't be offended next year if the answer is we're full, because we're going to be full really, really fast. So if you want to be on and you haven't been on, because we're going to give priority to people that haven't been on the show over people that have for the most part, other than a few that are kind of always going to have a spot. Get in contact with us as soon as possible.
And also, we would really like to hear from a lot of you guys of these haunts that we get to actually go to this year. So out of the haunts that we get to go to, we would love to be able to talk about those things and those experiences as we go for the following season. That would be a really awesome thing to be able to do with you guys.
And the last thing I want to leave you all with is ways that you can support us without, having to financially dig into your wallets and throw out money, because we don't want you guys to have to do that. We do have some supporters, and we appreciate every single person that does sign up for those supporters. We love you guys to death, and we do have some plans this haunt season for some special rewards for those that have chosen to become a supporter. But there is a ton of ways you can show your support without ever having to dig into that wallet one single time. Leave a review. Those reviews help us out so much with Facebook. They help our reach grow. They help Facebook send us to more people. The more positive reviews we get, the more our reach expands as that grows and as Facebook continues to unlock things for us. Always share, always like, all that good stuff. Those are incredible ways that you can help Haunted Honeymooners continue to grow and continue to do what it does, and what I can really hope it will do for a long time coming. I never dreamed we would be as big as we are. I never dreamed we would have a whole fucking team. I'm so proud of Suze, Lynn's, Nick. They do incredible work helping us do everything that needs to be done with this. I ask way more out of these people who work for mere pennies. For all of the stuff that they bring to this. They make jack shit for the level of stuff they bring to this.
Because
they
it's
never
a true
ask for
passion.
anything,
It's
and
a
I
true
love them to
labor
death
of
for
love, because we are people that really want to put this out here for the consumers and for the haunted attractions and the people that work inside of the horror industry themselves.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for the support. You know we're in this for the free tickets, right? That's the only reason we do it. It's just for the free tickets to all the haunts. That's it. They all give us free tickets. And now somebody's going to clip that, and we're going to hear about it forever. But anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in to the season finale. We love you guys to fucking death and back, and we look forward to bringing you some of the best damn haunt reviews in the industry. That's it. I'm tired. The fucking light is really hot, and I want to turn it off. Y'all have an amazing night. We'll see you next Monday.
Love you guys.
Not for Talking Scared.
Talking Scared's done for now.
Haunt reviews are coming. It's about that time.
If anybody that we love to death, any of you guys, any haunts that we have visited, starting for next year, there's going to be new promos, new opportunities. So if we have been to your haunt, if we have seen you in action, and you would like to do a You're Watching Talking Scared promo, get that stuff together this season while you can, guys, while you're in makeup and while you're ready. Send it over to us, okay?
Yeah, Pappy. Hashtag free tickets. God damn it.
Oh, God.
That's the only reason we do it.
Bill, send that over to us. We love you guys. We want to showcase what you guys have to do. Showcase your haunts. It's a pretty simple little shout out for what you are, who your character is, and what your haunt is. And it helps us have some cool and interesting things in between cuts.
And tomorrow at some point, or well, maybe not tomorrow, but at some point this week before the haunt review starts.
I would love to come to Oklahoma.
Maybe one day. One day we'll get there for sure. But one last thing is, at some point this week, I'm going to post up a video talking about how the reviews are going to work this year. Yep. Don't look at last year's score if you're a repeat. Look at this year's score and freak out. All right? We're going to talk about all that in the video. Points are going to be a lot tougher to come by. It's going to be a little tougher to secure that shut the fuck up and go seal of approval this year.
We're moving away from the more COVID-oriented areas, now moving into 2022, and it's time for us to actually start looking at things from that full-on perspective instead of the leniency with the COVID ideas and the COVID
for the past 2 years, we were really lenient with how we were scoring things and giving what we were calling some COVID grace.
Yes.
And the COVID grace period is over. It is time to get to the nitty-gritty. We are excited about this haunt season.
And on the coin flip about that, too, where our scale is from 1 to 10, 5 is average. It's average, guys. It's average.
So, don't freak out, okay? It's okay. Talk to us. You know we always tag the haunts, let them know when their reviews are going up and all that stuff. Always feel free to reach out for us for anything at all.
We'll talk to anybody.
That's it, man. We love you guys to death. Have an amazing night. Season 4 of Talking Scared.
It's in the books.